Hey, what's up, PLC and YouTube? Thought I'd give you guys a quick update. It's been a little while. Check out how the plants are doing and some pods that are starting to come in. Alright, we'll check it out. So we'll start over here at this side. Let's see what we got. Some pods coming in on this guy. This is supposedly a white habanero. And some pretty decent sized pods coming in for white habanero. All the other ones I had were pretty small. I got this guy. This guy right here has got some nice looking pods on it. And this one is a, let's see what this tag says. It is a purple habanero. And this one, this is a SoCal Magma. Starting to load up with pods. This one this is a MA Wartrix. Still getting big, but not quite there yet. I think this one is a Death Spiral. Where's the tag? Uh-oh, lost a tag on this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's a Death Spiral. So it's still needs to fill out a little bit on the bottom. I'm not gonna let it start producing just yet. I'll probably clip off all the buds on that one. And then this one is, of course, a brain strain. Not my contestant plant, but Scotch bonnet, or Scotch brains, my bad. It's got some decent sized pods on there. Looking decent. And this one right here is another Death Spiral. And it's starting to flower. Probably gonna let it go. But it's got some flowers tucked up under there, and the undergrowth's starting to come in pretty good. And then this one is my contest Scotch brains. And man, I wish I could see the shadows kind of throwing it all off, but there is probably about 40 to 50 pods on here. Some really nice phenos down here. Really like these with the little stingers on them. Kind of a big, cool one right there. And then right behind it, there's another nice little stinger on that one. Lighting's not all that great right now, but and there's just like a cluster of pods sitting like right on top of each other. And a bunch more on this side. Nice looking pods. And here's my SoCal Magma F2 Type 2. It's got those lighter green pods on it. And some starting to ripen up. Pretty nice phenos on this plant. I'm really starting to get a lot of these bonnet shaped looking ones. Donatium from Guam. This thing's super productive. It makes really good sauces with garlic, like a sriracha kind of sauce. And then this guy here, I think I overwatered him a little bit. Kind of yellowing a little. Give him a little Epsom salt, maybe he'll perk back up. And this one is a, what is that? This is a Death Spiral. And then I got this plant. Now, this plant is going ape shit, pardon my language, but you know, I've probably pulled maybe 100, maybe 150 pods already on this plant. As you can see, it's still got tons. I'm gonna have to harvest all these probably today. There's probably 40 to 50 on this plant ready to pick. And then we got my Nate's Ghost Scorpion. This thing's been through a lot. Had an aphid infestation, and it took a while for me to get rid of them. It was a battle, but it's starting to load up. Now I only had one pod on this plant when it went through the aphid battle, and it's starting to just go crazy. And these are really cool looking, really tasty pods. One of my favorites. And yeah, guy's going crazy. And then here's another SoCal. This is a SoCal Type 1. And as you can see, SoCal Magma getting ripe. And man, I'm just gonna lift up the undercarriage so you guys can see how this thing loads up. It is probably about 10, 15 pods on one branch. And tons down underneath. It's loaded down, as Rob Blumberg would say, because it's just weighted down. Some good size, nice pods on this plant. I ate one off of this for dinner last night and it was freaking good. And then this is my Scotch, it's a peach Scotch bonnet. They're looking a little bit more red this year, but they taste, you know, just like they did last year. They're just not holding that peach color that they did last year. And I think it may be because they're in full sun, or maybe they're just getting fed better this year. Let me take you on a trip around here. And then this guy, this is my Yucatan habanero that I got from a family member that got the seeds smuggled from, actually the pods smuggled from Yucatan. She gave me a big old bag of them and they were awesome. So I ate them and took some seeds out. Look at the size of that pod. This is the biggest habanero I think I've ever seen. I mean, the thing is 3 fingers, maybe 2 inches long, 1.5 wide. Really fat pod. And it's got a bunch of pods on it. They're all hiding on the undersides. Down here. And then I got this plant. I don't know if you can really see it, but this thing is literally to my shoulders, 5 foot tall. And I got these seeds from, actually pods from Jeff Hobbs. He's telling me that this is a red gum tiger mamp. And as you can see, it's got a bleeding calyx, really nice purpley calyx at top. These pods are always purple. You can see these. Yeah, this is what they look like when they're starting out, like purple, and then they turn to this brilliant red, and they bleed. Really good pods. Alright, and this guy here, this is a BOC. He's struggled with some aphids as well. I'm gonna set him back a little bit, but some pods are starting to come in now. Got a couple, there's one right there. This is a looking forward to those guys. They get nice and orange. Should be coming pretty soon, hopefully. And there's this guy. This is that the mystery pod that Charles did a review on RevToast TV. These are really pretty. They come out to this nice red. There's one that's ripe down here. A nice red. And they start out looking like this. Purple. Here's a darker purple when they first come out. And then you got that nice shaded purple. And here's another. This plant's doing really well. Picked a ton of pods off of this. And then my Dorset Naga. It's gotten pretty big. Struggling. It had aphids big time. And I treated this guy to where the aphids would just die no matter what they tried. But ants just kept farming them in. After they die, they bring in more. And getting some ripe ones on there. Light's really bad. But they got that true Naga shape. There's one right here that's kind of ripening up. And you know, he's probably almost 3 feet tall. Let's go over here. So this is a purple orange. I had it labeled as a purple cream, but it must have been crossed with something because it is not cream colored at all. And they taste a lot like a habanero. I wonder if this is a Jeff Hobbs 4-way habanero cross, but I'm not sure. He'll have to comment on that one. Super productive plant. They don't get very big. The pods aren't very big, but there's I probably pulled 100 off of this plant, and there's still probably another 200 on this plant. Ridiculousness. And then I got this guy. This is a Scotch Brains. I don't know if I mislabeled it, but these are really, this is the typical shape that I'm getting out of these. Very bonnet shaped. And they turn brilliant yellow, so I think it is a Scotch Brains, but just an off pheno. And it's pretty pods. And then we got, here's an orange gum. I think, what does this tag say? Yeah, this is an orange gum. I want to say I got this from Joseph Knapp a long time ago, or last season. And I remember these being really hot, really tasty. Looking forward to these. And then I got another. What is this one? Oh, this is an SRTSL. Tends bubblegum. And these are way bigger than the pods I was getting last year. Last year they were very cylinder, I would say longer. And these are more bumpy and lumpy. Get the big calyx on the top. I can't wait for those to turn. I love these pods too. And now this one has to be either a cross or something funky, or I mislabeled it somehow, because this one is labeled, oh no, it's labeled Scotch Brains, but those are not Scotch Brains. And so we'll have to see. I bet you these are going to turn chocolate. They look kind of like a chocolate lava to me. Long pheno, very long and veiny. And then this one, this is a, supposedly this is a Borg 9, you know? I don't think this one was labeled right either, because those look like 7-pot Jonah times Scotch bonnet. And there's one that's kind of ripening, very Scotch bonnet shaped. We'll see about that one. And we got this guy is a BTR, and they're coming in, just starting to get a few pods on this plant. BTR is doing alright. And I got orange Scotch bonnets. These were store-bought. They don't have a true pheno, but they were good last year, so I grew them again. And this one is a 7-pot Jonah times Scotch bonnet. Golden habanero, no pods on it. And this one here, this is a white boot Jalokia. I like these last year, so we'll see what we get. Got a couple little pods starting out, nice little phenos on them. And this one is a 7-pot. Actually, no, this is a yellow brain strain. Yellow brain strain. Very bumpy, curvy, hotter than heck. I got a black cobra. This thing's about 4 feet tall. So the shadow's in the way. It's real skinny, tall. And then Hawaiian pepper. It's all curly. I think I need to give him a transplant into a bigger pot. See what's going on with the roots. It's not, it could be the heat that it's suffering from, but it's got some pods on it. Hawaiian pepper. And this guy's struggling a little too. Got pretty hot the last couple of weeks. And some, these are all overwinters. But this is SoCal overwinter. These are gonna die soon. I'm just gonna let them. I'm gonna get a bunch of these on the wall. Some Bahamian goats, some white habaneros. These guys are chilling in the shade, doing all right. A couple of Bahamian goats coming in. We need some water. And what's this? Let's say this is a. I'm not sure what, oh, there's the tag. This is a Paxionade. You know, I wonder if that other plant with the long skinny phenos is Paxionade. It could be. And this is another orange gum. And this is a golden habanero. No pods on you yet. Another Bahamian goat. And this one is a 7-pot yellow. I think this is the long tail pheno. I'm starting to get some of these little guys in here. And there's the F1 SoCal Magma clone. Still going. It's like on 4th round. And F2, this guy's been kind of getting beat up over here in this little pot. It needs to be upgraded. We got some other ones here. Overwintered Ahi Crystal, Sugar Rush Peach. Only got a couple of pods overwintered. And we got a label that I don't know what it says anymore. I think this is I'm not sure. And this one is a chocolate lava. And says he? This guy says... I have no clue. It says SoCal. This is a black Butla, and I ate one of these. The first pod that ripened up, and it lit me up. It was pretty hot. And then I think this is another purple habanero. Yep, purple habanero. And this guy, looking forward to eating another one of these. This is a Boutonade, or Boutonide, however you say it. It's got some cool looking pods down in there, really purple. And then down here, I wish the lighting was a little better. But this guy just started potting up. You can see they're very purple, dark leaves. And here's a purple tiger. Now this has pods on it, but they're hard as heck to find because they're so dark and the plant is so dark. There's one right there. It's impossible to see, I know. Put it up against my fingers, give you a contrast. And I got a Carolina Reaper. I just changed this into this bucket, the double bucket. And I've got a chocolate. What is this? This is a Jamaican chocolate. I just transplanted this guy. He's starting to get leggy, and he's doing a lot better since I put him in here. He started putting out new leaves and everything. And this one is I believe it's another Jamaican chocolate. This guy's a little better off from the start. And this one is a lava scorpion. That one's gonna be another interesting one. And I believe this one's another orange gum. And then I've got Peruvian black cobra from last year. That is surprising me, doing well. And a couple of plants that are dying. I just kind of haven't been taking very good care of this corner over here. The white tie I had to chop back a little bit. So those white ties are, with the white stems, are going to be struggle to get any more, I'm sure. And this is a Dragon Cayenne. Another one. And this guy's struggling. And then I chopped this, this was a Anaheim pepper. Chopped it back and it's starting to come back to life, so I might have to do that with some of these other ones that are not doing so well. And then some of these overwintereds in the buckets are doing good. Starting to get some Morugas, scorpions, Trinidad scorpions from last year. And then some habaneros from last year coming in. And then this is the Donatillon from Guam from last year, and this one's the same. I'll go look over here what I got in the raised bed. These guys were all struggling when I put them in here. They're doing okay. So I got a BBR, another BBR, and a Mexican black cobra, another Mexican black cobra, and then I got these boonies, two of these boonie plants, and they were just putting out pods like crazy. Every time I pick like 10, there's another 10, right? So those are doing all right. And I got, ooh, this one's starting to ripen up. Can't wait to try that orange gum. It was really, really bad in a small pot. I left it way too long. So maybe when I pick these pods, it'll start to grow a little bit. I'll clip it back. And some of these I don't know what they are. This is a purple habanero, really small pods on it. But that's what happens when you leave it in a small pot for too long. And I got the other raised bed. Cucumbers, Japanese cucumbers, a couple of little curly cued Japanese cucumbers on there, some tomatoes, watermelon. I think there's one watermelon on here, and tomatoes. And that's pretty much what I got going on in my garden. So just thought I'd give you the update. Coming close to the end of July. All right, PLC. Peace.